Manipur has become now center of attention for both right-wingers and left-wingers due to the violence that was erupted last year. The majority of politicians, scholars, media person, and social media influencer will talk about Meitei history by appeasing Meitei chauvinism with their fake pride and history. And in this video, I'm going to debunk the false propaganda promoted by Meiteis that they are the real Manipurists, who even deny their connection with Kukis and Nagas, who are their kiths and kins, by calling them Burmese refugees, whereas these three Mongoloid tribes share the same origin, and the original Manipurists ain't them, but the Vishnupriyas. And I'm going to debunk the distorted history of Manipur propagated by the Meitei chauvinist. First, let's delve into it from where the Meiteis came from. I will provide references of books and scholarly works for backing up my points. Meitei, Naga, Kuki, Chin, Karbi, and Mizo have same origin, and all these tribes speak Kukish branch of languages. This theory is proven by linguists. I'm providing references, classification of Sino-Tibetan languages by Robert Schaefer, which is his scholarly work. His theory has been accepted by all mainstream linguists, both national and international. However, in this video, when I use Naga, I meant to say southern Naga tribes like Angami, Lota, Ao, Sema, Rengma, Tangkhul, Mao, Maram, Zeliangrong, and Kabui. The origin of northern Naga tribes like Konyak, Kiamungan, Tongsa, Nokte, Wangcho are different from South Nagas and speak Sal languages. I'll make a future video about Kamrupa Empire in the future, then I'll provide details about northern Naga tribes' history. So let's get back to today's video. The proto-homeland of Kuki, Chin, South Naga, Meitei, Karbi, and Mizo was Gansu province of northwestern China, and are connected to Qiang people mentioned by Han Chinese. Mao Naga claimed that their ancestors escaped the Qin Emperor, who forced his subjects to build the Great Wall of China. This folklore they share with Kuki Chin Mizo people. Their folk tales talk about how they came from a place called Qinlong, aka Xinlong in central southwestern China. Some scholars contended that their ancestors escaped the hardship of building the Great Wall of China and hide in a cave, because lung means cave in their language. Such kind of similar events are narrated in Chinese stories, like Meng Jiang Nu. According to Chinese historical accounts, there were other Sino-Tibetan groups beside Han Chinese called Qiang, Qiang, who lived in Qinghai and Gansu province during Eastern Zhou dynasty. Between 7th and 8th century, they managed to migrate southwards along the Qiang belt, Gansu, Sichuan, Yunnan, via Hukong Valley in Upper Burma to Chindwin Valley, and called it Qinlong after their original homeland in China. Qin people were documented to be living along Chindwin River Basin in Sagaing region in 750 AD. Evidence of this, the Burmese word for Chindwin means river of chins. This means that Qin people came earlier than Bamar people who came from Yunnan to Myanmar around mid-9th century AD. Some of their earlier settlements are found in northern town of Hamelin and southern town of Kampat in Sagaing region. Kampat was established around 996 AD. The Mongol invasion of Myanmar by Kublai Khan, cause of weakening of ethnic Bamar, hold on Chindwin River Basin. This enabled the Thais coming from Yunnan province to occupy the Chindwin River Basin. In 1395, ethnic Thai built Kalai Mayo town in Kalay Valley, using forced labor of the Qin people. The hardship to build the fortress of the new town drove the Qin to migrate up Qin hills to Tadim, Qinwei, in the 15th century AD. Ancestors of Qin, Kuki, Naga, Mizo, Meitei, and Karbi lived in Chindwin Valley till the fall of Pagan Empire in 1295 AD. It has been inscribed in pagan inscriptions. Here is the reference from In Search of Qin Identity, written by Lian H. Sakhong. The Tangkhul and Mao Naga legends states that the Qin and Southern Naga descended from a common ancestors who had 3 sons from oldest to youngest. Meitei, youngest, split from Tangkhul, so it should be considered Southern Naga tribe. The ancestral tribe were probably formed in Chindwin River Basin more than 1,000 years ago, who followed the same migration path into Myanmar before splitting into 2 brotherly group Southern Nagas and Qin. The Southern Naga lived around Homalin, and Qins lived around Kampat. Now let's delve into who are the ancestors of Vishnupriya. Vishnupriya people's ancestors were Kamboja tribe, who had their homeland in today's Nuristan province of Afghanistan. They migrated through Tibet towards northeast. At what date, it is uncertain, but could be older than 350 AD.
The first mention of Kamrupa Empire is founded from the Prashasti inscription of 350 AD by Samudragupta, which is considered as the first historical record about northeast. Samudraguptas and Pushya Varmans both were friendly neighbors. Pushya Varman even named his son Samudra Varman after his best friend Samudragupta. Even Samudra Varman's wife name was Dutta Devi, just like Samudragupta's wife. Originally Guptas were friends of Kamrupa but became enemies of Kamrupa emperors. I'll make a future video on Kamrupa Empire and Kalita people where I'll cover the topic of Gupta-Kamrupa conflict and how Kalachuri king Yashadharman was defeated by Varman emperors, and also more detail on Kamboja tribe and disintegration of Kamrupa Empire. Kamrupa Empire was founded by Kamboja tribe who came through Tibet first. They conquered Arunachal Pradesh and called it Kalita Kingdom, which could be between 800 BC and 350 AD. Then in Cambojas from conquered whole northeast and named it Kamrupa, and during Bhaskar Varman reign Bengal, Orissa, and Bihar became part of Kamrupa by driving out Bengali king Sasanka. The Kamboja invaders from Kamrupa founded the Pala dynasty of Bengal. Then after 1140, Kamrupa got disintegrated into several fiefdoms called themselves Bhuyan's. Then nomadic hordes usurped the Bhuyan chieftainship one by one and have created their own principalities like Kachari, Chutiya, Tripura. However, Lower Assam remained under Aryan rule till 16th century before being usurped by Mongoloid Kachas. That is why we can see Lower Assam still has Aryans as majority, unlike other parts of northeast which are usurped by Mongoloids. Then speaking about Manipur, in 12th century Kamboja tribe living there were called Kalasha, which were similar to Kalita of Assam and Kalasha of Afghanistan and Pakistan, who are originated from Kamboja tribe, divided into 7 Bhuyan chieftainships: Mahaganga, Lavianga, Kshatriya Mula, Angama, Morianga, Kshatrapa Angapal, Saranga, Lakshmanam. These were corrupted by Meiteis as Mungung, Luang, Human, Angam, Moirang, Kapan Gampa, and Sarung/Salang Lysangtham. These chieftains are named after Buddhist, Hindu, and Indian legends. Example: Mahaganga means Greater Ganga, whose nomenclature may be due the fact that Impul River was once were broad like Ganga or Brahmaputra, that is why they named it Mahaganga. Then Lavianga was named after Lava, eldest son of Lord Rama. The chiefs were either Suryavanshis Rajputs who claimed descent from Lord Rama, or it was in honor of Lava, son of Lord Rama. Then Kshatriya Mula, the chieftains were Kshatriyas, so they named it Kshatriya Mula. Then Angama, named after Andhra Pradesh, in modern-day Bihar in honor of Karna of Mahabharata. Then Morianga, in honor of Samrat Ashoka, of Mauryan dynasty. All these legends connect it to Magadha, which points ancient Kamrupa might be proselytized by Magadhan monks. Then Kshatrapa and Gapal. Kshatrapa, word originated from satrap used by Persian, Saka, Kushan, Parshan, Cambodia rulers, which pinpoints their Cambodia connection. Anga means region and Pal means protector, so Kshatrapa and Gapala means rulers who protect their kingdom. Then Saranga Lakshmanam. Saranga means bow of Lord Vishnu, and Lakshmi was his wife, and Dam means temple. That means in that chieftainship, there might be pagoda of Vishnu, which could be older than Vishnupur temple. Although temple hasn't been found yet. Then Mahaganga was corrupted by Meiteis as Mangung, Lavianga as Luang, Kshatriya Mula as Kuman, Angama as Angam, Morianga as Moirang, Kshatrapa Angapal as Kaban Gampa, and Saranga Lakshmanam as Salong Lysangtham. Then in 1295, when Kublai Khan invaded Myanmar, then Qin fled to Qin Hills, Nagas in Nagaland and North Manipur Hills, Kukis in South Manipur Hills, Mizo and Mizoram and Karbis in Meghalaya, first in Jayantia Kingdom, then to Assam. Meiteis were originally Tangkhul Nagas who penetrated Manipur Hills as refugee who were provided asylum by Kalasha kings. Vishnupriyas. Kal Kalasha, which sounds similar to Kalitas of Assam and Kalasha Man of Afghanistan and Pakistan, who are their cousins and descends from ancient Kamboja tribe. The language of Assamese, Vishnupriyas, Hajong and Chakma are similar to Nuristani languages. I'll make a detailed video on northeastern Indo-Aryan language and how they are descended from Nuristani. They are descended from Nuristani languages. In 1467 AD, Tangkhul, chief of Koubru, raided 7 Vishnupriyas principalities, and then came down from Koubru range to Impul Valley and had set up the Meitei kingdom. Since Kalasha people were divided between 7 fiefdoms who were after each other's throat and lack unity, and were kind people who were hospitable to refugees, they had to regret for that. If they could unite under one banner to thwart foreign invaders, just like the Baro Bhuyans of Kamata, then nomadic barbarians, can't overthrow Vishnupriya regime. Meitei creating fake myths that there was a Pakangba in 33 AD, which was totally absurd. No Meitei Mayak inscription exists before Kyamba. The earliest epigraphic record of the script is a stone inscription from Koiba village, which was erected on the orders of Maidinga Kyamba, 1467 to 1508. No inscription exists before this. And it is influenced by Shan alphabet when Kyamba, after devastating Vishnupriya kingdom, set up his Meitrabak. He was a nomad who followed Sanamahism, but has absorbed the culture and civilization of Vishnupriyas. Then he made friendship with Shan King Kakamfa and has received a Chomching statue from Shan King, which was a deity of Furalung religion followed by Thai people before converting to Buddhism and Hinduism, but wasn't familiar with Thai rituals. So he brought one Brahmin Vaishnavite priest from Bangladesh. That Brahmin thought that deity was a Vishnu ideal, so started venerating that deity as Vishnu, and Kyamba built the Vishnupur temple. Except for Kyamba, who used to offer milk to that temple, majority of Meiteis remained Sanamahist. But Kalasha people embraced Vaishnavite faith by that Brahmin, so they were called Vishnupriyas. Meiteis converted to Hinduism very lately, only in 1707 AD. Due to forced conversion by their Bangla origin king. Vishnupriyas were Vajrayana Buddhist before converting to Vaishnavite Hinduism. Vishnupriya were instrumental in spreading Buddhism in Upper Burma, Yunnan, and Tibet. Burmese have a myth that Abhyaza of Mauryan dynasty founded Tagong kingdom in Myanmar. And the Shan people have a myth about Indian king called Samudra founded Shan Empire. And Nanzhao kings of Yunnan followed Vajrayana religion, which was around 821 to 824, when a monk from India called Li Xian Maishun arrived in Nanzhao. More monks from India arrived in 825 and 828 and built a temple in Hichingda, in 839, an acharya named Chandragupta entered Nanzhao. Quanfenju appointed him as a state mentor and married his sister Yueying to Chandragupta. It was said that he meditated in a thatched cottage of Fongding Mountain in the east of Hiching, and became an enlightened god. These Aryan Buddhist preachers might be originally the eastern Kamboja tribes who were ancestors of Vishnupriyas and Kalitas. But Meiteis nationalists nowadays propagate fake myths that Vishnupriyas are Bangladeshis brought as prisoners of wars alongside Pangal during Meitei Kachari War, which is absurd. From Kyamba's reign in 1467 till the downfall of Meitrabak kingdom in 1891, 75 Brahmin families came from all over India including Bangladesh. Then Lara Kiangbam or Kayasthas came from Bangladesh, Kshetramayam or Rajputs came from Rajasthan. Then Pangals were Mughal soldiers who were taken as POW during Meitei Kakhari War, and then Meitei artisan castes like Thungajam or Thangjabam are from Kamar caste of Bengal. Fusabam or Furitsabam are Kumhars, Fasabams are from Jogi caste, Fasuba are from Dobi caste, Kalisabam are from Sonar caste, Samkukbam are from Napit caste, Theosumbam are from Teli caste, Tangna or Thungam are from Dam caste, and Ithabai are from Hari caste that are originated from Bangladesh. My source for proving my point is R. Brown's statistical account of Manipur, who took census of Manipur in 1882 as a British political agent and wrote this monograph. The Ningthuja dynasty founded by Kyamba came to an end in 1707 AD. Kararangba was the last real Ningthuja king ruled in Manipur. But Kararangba didn't have a male child, so he sold his wife Nung Thalchabi to conceive a child from a Saleti Brahmin Vishnu Goswami who gave birth to Pamhiba. His two sons, one illegitimate who was Pamhiba and legitimate who was Santadas Gosain from his Brahmin wife in Sylhet, converted Meiteis to Hinduism under the shine of sword. From then onwards they were Vaisnavite Hindus. But Meitei Rajkumar, who are descendants of royal family, are illegitimate step-siblings of Bengali Brahmins in Manipur. So Meiteis are 20% Bangladeshi. They claim they had Puyas are 2,000 years old and got burned by Pamhiba, which are absurd. This is a fake propaganda, created in 1979. And they claim some Meitei Puyas were however preserved by Sanamahist Meiteis who refused to embrace Hinduism. But those Puyas, which they claim 2,000 years old, are only 300 years old and written during Pamhiba reign. As per carbon dating by ASI, Meiteis never knew to write on manuscripts or make paper. It was taught by Han Chinese POW war who were brought by King Kajemba during Meitei fought the Ming dynasty rulers of China. The paper-building art was brought by Ming soldiers held as captives, but assimilated into Meiteis. So Meiteis are even 2% Han Chinese. Then during the invasion of Burmese Kambang dynasty in 1819, Vishnupriyas alongside Meiteis fled Manipur and settled due to atrocities of Burmese in Assam, Bangladesh and Tripura. Some of them were carried away by Burmese and called them Akapat, later on settled them in Mandalay and Ava. However, due to genocide conducted by Burmese on Meiteis and Vishnupriyas, both of their population got demonized. However, it impacted more on Vishnupriyas because population of Vishnupriya was lesser than Meiteis and foreign invasion made their population dwindled more. Then those Vishnupriyas who remained in Manipur got absorbed by Meiteis and can't speak their mother tongue. So this was the history how Meitei stolen Manipur from Vishnupriya. In my next videos I'll cover the topic on Kamrupa Empire and the origin of northeastern Indo-Aryan languages.